Start here. Okay, welcome to Galactic Tarot. We are doing this one
for April.
Yeah, mid-March to April. Yeah, for April.
Yeah, for April.
Cool.
I mean, March is almost over.
Good point.
Maybe also like the tarot that we did for February was reflective of March as well, because I mean, it's quite a lot to absorb.
Yeah.
You know, that aspect of self-reflection, and to, like you say, to go over your life and see
what is.
Yeah, and what relationships you're involved in, and what issues are with your family, and what issues do you have at work. You know, going deeper into what things really mean to you.
Yeah.
Like, what do you value, and is it actually, you know, is that really what I value, or am I just trying to, or am I fooling myself, you know?
Yeah.
So I think getting to a space of realness and authentic analysis, that's important, because I know that I wouldn't say a lot of the time, but sometimes individuals, things happen in their lives and they keep on saying, no, okay, it's okay, I'll do better, or they'll do better, or I'm just taking an example now, and then it happens again and again and again, and you keep on not really looking at the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
And you almost like putting like you continue to put a veil around it, you know.
Yeah.
So that after 6 years of, I'm just saying, because some people are in these situations, and when you look at it, you know, it's not as it seems.
Yes.
It's not as it is. So yeah.
What do we have from the tarot today?
Yeah, tarot today. We won't be long today. The major theme that came up was self.
Okay.
So
of course, we're moving into Aries. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think this is also reflective, or it's also a very strong presence, because after you've gone and you've looked at things, that's for people that have done the work.
Yes.
You know, and you've looked at things. Now it's okay. Now I see things for how they truly are. Now I'm going to work on myself.
Yeah.
You know, to work through those trigger points, to work through those situations where I'm not happy, that don't bring me joy, to work through that, the presence of inauthentic friends or colleagues, or whatever the case may be.
Whatever, yeah.
Whatever, you know. So this is the beginning of working with the self.
Yeah.
I just made a few notes here. So acceptance, big one. Peace. I think because once you accept how things truly are, and this is the way you feel, instead of you keep on throwing shit on top of it, you know, to try and bury it and say, no, okay, I'll forgive you this time, or let's try another time, and it happens again. So a sense of acceptance, and with acceptance comes, I think, the beginning processes of peace. It's not the whole journey of peace, no, because you have to do the work to heal the trauma, heal the wounds, heal the you know, the limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
So but it's the beginning aspects of peace, you know.
Yeah. And I think this is also important in a time where depression and anxiety are on the rise as well. Because, for example's sake, with my clients, you know, they're often afraid to move off of their meds before their ceremonies because of what is going to come up. And for me, I'm always like, this is a joyous experience. If you're crying, if you're this is good for me. We need to flip the script. The point I'm trying to make is to come to peace with the fact that that is part of you. Those emotions that you've been suppressing, etc., etc., it's part of you. It's not, you know, and call it a shadow, call it whatever. It's part of you. Come to peace with it being part of you.
Okay, well, I can just relate it back to our galactical conversations that we had before this, the aspect of humanity betraying themselves. If you do not bring, and I say this with the utmost respect and the utmost reverence.
Nice word.
For reverence for people that are suffering out there.
Yes.
If you do not address these situations, this is not going to get easier. It's because of the end, and I'm talking about the galactical influences here, and the energy, because it will come at such a speed, it will crush you. And you don't want to get to that point where you just cannot cope anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you haven't addressed all these emotions. You've just put a lid on that, put a lid on that, put a lid on that, because I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. And I don't want to see it. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to understand it. I don't want to know it. But you have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
To people, it's only going to get more
worse.
Yeah. It's going to get worse. It's going to get faster, harder, stronger.
And I say that because I see it. I do see it. And I do see a lot more mental anguish and suicides and people killing themselves and taking more drugs and escapism, you know, in many forms.
Which is the opposite of the self. Analysis of the self.
One few questions you can ask yourself is, how has your past helped you? Because so many times we don't look at the past, first of all, or reflect on the past, and then we judge the past. But if you can understand how the past has helped you, especially if it's been traumatic and painful, it takes a lot to go there.
Yes.
It takes a lot to go there. Know who you are. That will only come, it's a part of self-mastery. Like I say again, this doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, it's a process. But you have to start somewhere. Are you trying to fit in with the wrong crowd? Path of loving expansion. Let go of hurt mentality. Identity is fluid and changing. So the person, like I say, when people get married, don't think that that in 20 years' time it's going to be the same person.
For sure. Yeah.
Because change is fluid.
Yes.
So even if you change in that relationship and the other person is stagnant, the dynamics within you changing will affect them.
Of course.
And hopefully create some kind of good catalyst.
Yes.
But identity is not a set thing.
It's
fluid and it's changing, and who you are. I can't even read my own handwriting. Who you are is for your. I don't know what I wrote, but who you are is for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get influenced by. Understand who you are, and understand who you are. Accept who you are.
Yes.
And don't worry about what other people think.
This is one thing I always say to people: is most people are afraid of what others think about them, right? Therefore, inevitably, they are thinking about themselves, okay? And so if we play the game of mirror, mirror on the wall, it means that others are doing the exact same thing. They're worried about if you are thinking anything about them, therefore thinking about themselves and worrying about themselves. It's just a mirror. It's just a mirror. So, yeah, you do you. You do you, boo.
Do you, boo? And
you do you, boo.
Free of definitions and labels. And embracing your unlimited potential, but obviously not everybody. It's a process, you know.